Hey everyone, Onepeg here with another newsy news update. So today in the news was a release of some information that we haven't yet seen before as provided by BSG in the Summer Games Fest inaugural show. Summer Game Fest, as provided by Prime Gaming, Amazon, and Twitch, primarily is a showcase of games that are currently in development and games yet to be seen so that we can get an idea of, I guess, what's coming. One of those games, Escape from Tarkov, which had its time in the spotlight this afternoon at about 2:45 p.m. Eastern or so. And they showed this trailer, which I want to share with you guys in case you hadn't seen it. So I figured I'd switch to this scene, hit play, and we'll see what we see. Okay. Okay, so I've watched through this a couple of times now, and there's a couple of things at the start of this that I think are kind of interesting. So the first scene where they're walking through the courtyard is something that has been repeatedly displayed to us as a work in progress, first as an artist's rendering, and then progressively more so as something that was then gray boxed, and now something that has textures, and even to the point where the devs are now able to walk through it. And then obviously we saw that scene where they're then underground, kind of walking through a large parking lot. Now it looks like we're in that small market that had been kind of touted a couple of different times in some different images for the small City Goshen store. Tarkov does an amazing job with their cinematic capabilities. However they set up these scenes and the direction that Nikita gives to make these firefights look incredibly chaotic is just like fantastic. They really do a good job setting the scene. So this is something that I wanted to take a closer look at, because you have someone here that's obviously laying waste to this, I guess, split level or maybe even like a second story window. But all up in here, I mean, even up to, what is this, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th floor, there are windows that are blown out, which makes me start to wonder, especially in the case of this 3rd floor window, there's obviously some renderings of a room back here. And you start to wonder, how high up are you going to be able to go in these buildings? So I'm wondering if you're going to be able to have vantage points that are, higher up in the air. Like this here. I mean, are you going to be able to fire from the 6th floor window or 7th floor window kind of up in the top? I don't know. It would be kind of cool to see, though. This here I love. You have like a herd of Ufalo migrating across the front of this window here, and somehow this guy is just out of the peripheral vision of this guy coming along in the front of him. This again is more supermarket stuff, it looks like. Now this here is something that we haven't seen in Tarkov before. Now we have at least one small wall that is destructible terrain that people can move through? And another thing that's been brought to streets, at least for the trailer, that is something that we have never seen before. Holy shit. We have a mobile APC with a 5-man crew hopping off, and that's how they end it. Absolutely nuts. Nuts! Now we have it started off with a train, and now they have a mobile APC with NPCs on it, which is likely going to be a scav boss that's going to show up at some point inside of the raid, because that clearly was not at the very beginning. At least I would hope not. So they're going to get hunted? Ooh, hell yeah. Sign me up. Let's go. I'm ready. Nikita, give me the keys, buddy. Can I please, Nikita, get me in there, man. I just want to shoot at stuff, because that is cool. How cool would it be if you could get on the APC and like use the cannon? I want to fire the guns, man. Holy crap. So there's one other thing that I wanted to look at. This scene right here where the wall gets blown out. Fucker. So you have one side that is, I don't know, a first floor or basement split wall between two sides of the same building. And then you have the opposite side of this destructible wall that's been now breached, been blown out. And the thing that I find interesting about this is that a while ago, at some point, there was a Q&A that was done, Reddit or otherwise, where the community asked Nikita whether or not there was going to be like destructible physics, chunks of pillars kind of chipping away as the concrete got riddled with bullets and that kind of stuff. And he kind of said like, no, there's going to be like really minor like physics stuff. But that makes me wonder if there's like some greater potential for what they're trying to push with the engine. And I don't know if this is going to translate really well in like the online gameplay environment with desync issues and everything else that we've seen. We could be seeing a whole lot more like really, really cool stuff out of this dev team. Especially given that it's, triggered by a proximity-based explosion, and the PMC just prior to this freeze frame here blew it out with a GL40. So really, really cool, man. Anyway, guys, that's what I've got. I just thought I would share this with you guys. It was played like 20 minutes ago, and I thought it was awesome. So for those of you that weren't able to watch it live, now you have a resource to be able to pull it from. Go check out Summer Game Fest, I guess. Maybe they got some more cool stuff coming up this weekend and the rest of the month. And I'll see you in the next video, okay? Peace.